So are you planning to relocate to the UK via the healthcare visa route? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys updates and all that you need to know about your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now. Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video guys, we're going to be talking about this healthcare job with visa sponsorship that was implemented 15th of February 2022. Most of you have been sending me messages, tell her what's up on the health and care visa, and that is why I decided to make this video, because I've been getting lots of messages on that. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you guys all that you need to know, and there's no need for you guys to panic. I believe that after watching this video, you guys will understand that there is hope. If you're watching this video and today is your first time, I'm a Nigerian based here in the UK. I am also a UK healthcare assistant, so I have been through a lot on this job. So I have been through the good part, the bad and the ugly, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining all of that. So this is what it says. It says UK to ease immigration rules for care workers as shortage worsen. And he went further saying that dementia patient in England facing national crisis in care safety. Thousands of additional care workers are to be recruited from abroad to fill in chronic gaps in the workforce. So what am I trying to say, or what are they trying to say? They are trying to say that there are still gaps. That means there are still homes that need carers from overseas, that many people have been resigning, many people have left the care sector. But the truth is that with what is happening, I think they are complaining more about the dementia home. So for those of you that don't know, I am a UK healthcare assistant. Like I said before, there are different type of care. We have the support, we have the support living, we have the care home, we have respite, we also have domiciliary care. If there's anyone that's not listed, please list it on the comment section. So let's talk about these dementia patients in England facing national crisis in care safety. So how are they facing national crisis? So I'm going to share with you guys based on my own experience. So when I came to the UK in 2018, I was not working as a healthcare assistant. So in 2019, I stopped my previous job. I started working as a healthcare assistant. I did my training. I started the hard way. I think I've made a video on my first experience. So I worked in a dementia home. If you're watching this and you are a UK healthcare assistant, I know some of us don't really like working in a dementia home, but the truth is that as long as you are in this field, I think you should get used to everything, because expect anything. So the dementia home is one of the difficult aspects of this job. So if you're working in a dementia home, it's really hard. I started the hard way. That's why today, wherever I'm working, I'm not even bothered. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing nothing. Like, I don't feel the pain, because I really started the hard way. I started in a dementia home, and trust me, dementia is really difficult. I'm sure that is why they are facing this shortage, or that's why they are facing this crisis, because people don't really like working there. It's mentally draining. Like, it's going to affect you mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, you have to be smart in this job, especially if you're working in the dementia aspect, because these people don't remember things. Anything can happen at any time, and at the end of the day, it's two things: either you get fault, either it's your fault, or if you're lucky enough, it's not going to be your fault. So many persons have been avoiding this, and that is why they have so many shortage. These homes, when you go there, sometimes there's no staff. I remember going there, it was just me and one guy, and for me as the first timer, it was really challenging for me. I was just lucky that the guy I worked with was experienced and he was strong. Trust me, had he was not strong, I don't know what would have happened in that particular home. So like I said, when I started this job, it was really difficult. It was really challenging for me when I started. So if you're watching this video and you're planning to come in via the sponsorship route, I want you to know that they are still recruiting. For those of you telling me, have they stopped? They've not stopped, because they are still facing some challenges. So now there's some other sectors that are not really facing challenges, like especially the support work. If you're working as a support worker like me, I'm a support worker. Honestly, for me, I feel like there's nothing. in that part of job because it's super easy. It's very easy. But when it comes to, you know, like retired home, dementia, these are very challenging. So I feel like they will more of start channeling it to a particular aspect of care. I don't know if you grab what I'm trying to say. They might say, okay, people they are looking for are people that will work in this particular aspect of this care, because even the families of these people we are caring for are already complaining. So before, when CQC go to homes, they will rate the home and be like, okay, this room is neat, it's up to standard. Sometimes if they're not up to standard, it's either they shut them down or they give them some grace. You have to, you know, work on the places they need you to work on to make your home or the company up to standard. So now they are complaining that massive shortage and they are not meeting up to the CQC standard. Meeting up to the CQC standard means the home needs to be up to standard. You don't want to go to a home and it's smelling, and most of the time this is caused by short of staff. So let's say for example, if the home they have 20 or 15 clients and the staff are just 2 or 3, what do you expect? How are they going to sort out all these 20 clients and then still take care of the home? And mind you, dementia is a difficult situation. Dementia is a difficult thing, trust me. You know what it means, whereby you don't remember what you're doing and all of that. Sometimes these people will just be working and they might wee on their body, they might just do some things that they did not know they are doing. So it's a very difficult situation. And that is why most of these homes need to recruit people from overseas, because they are always short of staff. People already in the UK are dodging jobs like that. I'm not even going to lie. People like me, I don't think I want to work in that field, because I think in the past I've been through a lot and I don't think I want to work in that particular field. But now there's some people that are willing to work in that field. So now it's not something like say, okay, they are forcing you to come and work here. It's your choice. You applying for this job is your choice. So let's say now, okay, you went on Indeed and they say this is what the job role looks like, this is what you would do, and you'll be like, okay, you're okay to do it, you're okay doing it, you have experience. Because I mean, most of us like to say we have experience even if you don't have experience, but it's always good for you to have experience in this field, because this job is not that sweet. I'm not even going to lie, but there's some aspect of this job that is sweet. When I mean that it's sweet, that means that it's not really difficult. That's just what I'm trying to say. But if you're planning to progress in the future, I think you'll learn a lot on this care job, to be honest. So it went further saying that families of people in dementia have said there is a national crisis in care safety, as it emerged that more than half of the residential home reported on by inspector this year were rated inadequate or requiring improvement, up from less than a third pre-pandemic. Can you see that? That means most of them did not even meet up to standard, or they will even have to tell them to like improve and all of that. All this is caused because of their short staff. So one thing I know for sure is that if you go on Indeed, you will see what they are looking for are senior carers. So we have just normal carers, but you know, when you do this training, when you have your MVQ level 3, for all those things make you a senior carer, and it's going to help you a lot. And that is why I always tell people, you see this care certificate, you see all this qualification, they don't joke with it. You can also do some free training from Florence Academy and add to your CV. All this is just to boost your CV for those of you wanting to, you know, relocate to the UK via this health and care visa route. So now this job was implemented last year by Boris Johnson, so it has not been finalized because everybody is going to talk about it and they will have to make a final decision. So the final decision is a very difficult one to make, knowing that they are still short of staff in this field I just mentioned, in this dementia field, and even the CQC are complaining that they are not meeting up to the standard. That means their homes are not meeting up to the standard. And trust me, these homes that don't meet up to standard, as soon as you enter the home, oh my god, trust me, what you is the, you know, a home where elderly people are and is not properly cleaned, you should understand the kind of odor you get. I don't mean to be rude, I'm just trying to explain to you guys. When they say they are short of staff, it simply means it's a very, you know, serious thing to consider or to look into. So I don't think at this point that they are really short of staff in this field. They will stop, you know, recruiting from overseas. They might stop in some particular aspect of care, like I said. And if you notice these days, most of the care job you see online are the domiciliary care job, the one you go from house to house, because these days some person prefer to be taken care of in their own home. So if you're looking for a healthcare job and you don't get the other ones, I think you can also consider, you know, for the domiciliary care job, because it's everywhere, to be honest. That is what I noticed, and that is why I said that easy part of this job are the support work. I don't think you will see them often, like, because I'm sure that part is filled. But the difficult part now, this dementia, domiciliary. I feel like they have lots of them. And if you check online, or if you're searching for this job with sponsorship, I'm sure you see most of jobs related to like a dementia home or domiciliary care. Most of this home, they'll tell you it's a care home. If you read the description about the job, you realize that it's a dementia home, because they'll tell you that people with social condition, you know, they'll tell you all you need to do, and you realize that they want people with experience, because they know that this particular job you will need to have experience, because it's quite challenging. And for those of you that don't have experience, all you want is just to job. But to be honest, I would advise you to go and get some sort of experience from this job, because it's not as easy as it sounds. Like I said, there's some parts of this job that's super easy that you will not even feel like you're working, to be honest. And the fact that you don't feel like you're working will even make it harder. There's some place you go, they'll tell you to just look after just particular one client, and the fact that you're sitting down and it's a job for you to sit down and look at that person, you find yourself feeling sleepy, you find yourself tired, you find yourself like, what kind of job is this? What kind of boring job is this? You feel it's easy, but when you go to that stage where you just sit down, just one person in a building, you realize it's really boring. And when it's boring, you start feeling sleepy. And when you sleep, it's a very big problem, because anything can happen to the client. So what am I trying to say? All I'm trying to say is that I don't think this job is going to stop now. Yes. So for those of you asking me, are they stopping? No, they are not stopping yet. So they are yet to finalize, or they are yet to make a decision. It's just left for you to keep applying. Whatever that happens. And I also advise you not to just depend on UK. You can also try Australia. You can try Canada job with visa sponsorship. They're also recruiting healthcare assistant in Canada. So you can also, you know, consider these places, not just necessarily the UK. So everyone is just bringing their own suggestion and, you know, saying what they think they should do and all of that. Families are also complaining that, okay, their parents or their grandparents need a very good treatment. It went further saying that we recommend that the government introduce a fully funded minimum rate of pay for care workers in England that is above the national living wage, where care is being provided through public fund. As a minimum starting point, we would recommend a level of £10.50 per hour to be implemented immediately. So everybody is just suggesting that, okay, this should happen or that should happen. So for now, they are still, you know, short of staff, which I don't think this care job is stopping anytime soon. However, anything can happen. Mind you, there are thousands of people coming into the country via the student route, and some of them are going into this healthcare sector. Some of them are applying for this care job because this care job is super easy to get. And I feel like this UK, everything they do, they calculate it. They have to check, okay, is this thing going to benefit their own people? Okay, are they going to gain from this thing and all of that? So I feel at this point they are yet to make a final decision, because they are not sure if, you know, all the students are coming in to study will cover up these vacancies. So if they can't cover up these vacancies, because most of these students just like to apply for care job because it's easy to get. Like, I mean, they like to apply for it for, you know, for the first few months. We all need sharp money, isn't it? So some of them will have to apply for this care job. So they'll have to, you know, calculate and see what happens. And at the same time, it's not just a one person's decision. It's something they'll have to, you know, finalize. So that is why I said, if you're planning to come to UK, just keep applying, and most of you will see online the kind of job that are available. And I'll always say this, that people already in the UK have the higher chances of getting this job. So if you're looking for a care job with visa sponsorship, don't be discouraged, because at this point they are having crisis in the dementia aspect of this healthcare sectors. So anyways, I decided to make this video for those of you wanting me to make videos on this, and for those of you sending me messages on Instagram that this job they are still recruiting. So don't panic, keep applying. Whatever happens. I mean, you have nothing to lose. All you need to do is just to keep applying. That's just the truth. And like I said, the particular field you might want, you might not get it, but like there are other fields that need people from the overseas. So yes, that is just it for today's video. I believe some of you must have learned one or two things from today's video. If you find this video informative, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.